With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talked about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
The kicker, Graham Gano, set to put his foot into this one. And we are underway in Southern California. They start the drive with a give to Allen. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage to start things out. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. They stay on the ground with Allen. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 13. In motion left comes Williams. On 3rd and long, it's Rodgers. And he fires one that's intercepted. And the Pats are going to take possession of the football.
Well, short of them returning it for a pick-6, that was about the worst start you could ask for in this one, because your advantage of getting the ball first is gone, and they're set up a short distance from your end zone. Now you're counting on your defense to prevent a touchdown, and your offense, you better be ready to come out swinging on the next series.
Now Tomlinson on 1st and 10. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Working from the gun, Rodgers. Looking for Ertz, but it's intercepted. Brian Dawkins, the safety, with a pick. And the Colts are going to have it here just past the 25. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Rodgers. And complete to Zach Ertz. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They fake the give. Now Rodgers. That's caught by the Hall of Famer Marvin Harrison. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now a carry for Allen. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Rodgers. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Rodgers going to throw. He's going to let it go again. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Johnson, 36 yards. And the Colts use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
On play action, it's Rodgers. Looking deep for his tight end, Ertz. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. On play action, now Rodgers. Looking deep for his tight end, Ertz. That's caught inside the 20. And it's a big play there as he is finally taken down on what will be a terrific final act to this first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Rodgers to throw once more. Got a man, it's Johnson, end zone for a Patriots touchdown. From 17 yards out. And the Patriots are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Extra point safely through, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. The offense running out, and they are charged up ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
Zach Ertz, the man in motion. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Rodgers, he's airing it out for Williams. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Rodgers now to throw. He's got a man. It's Marvin Harrison complete. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. Rodgers again now. And he wisely will throw that one away.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Now a play fake. Rodgers. Got a man. It's Harrison complete. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 38-yard line. Now it's Rodgers. There's the 8-time Pro Bowler Marvin Harrison. And he's going to get this down near the 25. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. And that is incomplete.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Now he's got his target. It's caught for the Colts touchdown. Marvin Harrison, 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Colts have taken the lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. You don't see that a ton, do you? Or the cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. They'll look for the first with Tomlinson. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Rodgers now on 1st down. Caught by the tight end Ertz. On play action, Rodgers. That is caught. It's Calvin Johnson. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another 1st down at the Colts' 20-yard line. Into the red zone. It's Rodgers. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. To throw is Rodgers. Oh, batted at the line and intercepted. Picked off by the freak, Javon Curse. He's at the 30. 10. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. Yes, the old tip drill works to perfection there.
You're bringing back great memories. Used to love that drill. And a lot of times in practice, you work on it not just one tip, but multiple tips, just in case the ball stays in the air for a while. You have an awareness and the ability to go up and grab it, and then you want to get some blocking support and end up in the opposite end zone.
In that tip drill, what do you yell?
For us, it was Oski. Okay, Oski was an interception.
For different teams.
Different teams have different ways of doing it. I've heard bingo, jackpot. The worst I ever heard, though, was Frankenstein. You don't want it to be a
too many syllables.
You want to get it right down and go. Oski is really the preferred word.
Oski.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
Swinging this ball out here to Tomlinson. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. Rodgers now on 1st down. Zach Ertz has it complete. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. A final shot before half for Rodgers. He'll rifle this one deep right side. He's got a man complete. And he's going to be forced out of bounds inside the 5-yard line. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Pulls it in at the 13. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively. Virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Got a man. It's Johnson. End zone for a New England touchdown. A great effort there with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Patriots come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. The extra point splits the uprights, and they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that that momentum stays in your camp.
To throw, it's Rodgers. And incomplete on the deep ball.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
Great coverage there. Holds them to a 2-yard return following a 50-yard punt. And the Patriots take over. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Well, the offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll. Looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out. And this will be caught at the 30. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Calvin Johnson, 67 yards. And the Patriots are an extra point away from drawing level. Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 21. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. On first down, Rodgers. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. Third quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10. Throwing is Rodgers. Finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Throwing on first down is Rodgers. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Another try after the first down sack. Rodgers. He's got a man. Complete. Touchdown. Mike Williams. 65 yards. As his guys have now moved out in front. Carlson now to add the extra point. And it's good. That makes it a 28-21 game. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Pulls it in at the 13. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare.
That's caught inside the 20. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Zach Ertz, 77 yards. And the Pats have a chance to tie the ball game here in the final minute of the third. That was a nice little setup there on play action for the long touchdown pass.
Yeah, I've got to tell you, it brings back bad memories for a guy like me as a former defensive back, because in a playbook I knew a long time ago, we described that play pattern as draw pass 9 go, meaning flying pattern after a play action pass, try and hit him for the deep ball, and boy, were they successful on that one. So tough because his speed is so great. You've got to make sure you don't miss any cues or keys in order to try and keep up with him.
Draw pass 9 go. That's still a nightmare to this day.
Yeah, I still wake up in the middle of the night and feel the guy going past me.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. Now a deep ball here, hauled in just past the 50. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Again, it's Johnson. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. Zach Ertz, the man in motion. To throw again on 2nd down. Rodgers, he's going to go for a big play downfield.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked off by Deion Sanders.
And the Patriots are going to get the football back as time will run out in this third quarter of play.
And they will not have time to get another play in here as time has run out on this third quarter. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And the question, can they turn that interception into points? A tie game for the moment in the fourth quarter. And a good physical run that time. He's going to wind up gaining 5 on that one. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They stay on the ground. Tomlinson. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Brandon, I think you and I were both raised the same way in the game of football. You run to set up the pass, but I think we've discovered in this NFL, a lot of teams pass to set up the run, and that's what they've done throughout this game. They've aired it out, thrown it around the yard. Now they've come back to the running game, and they find a way to be successful with it.
That'll be a New England first down, a gain of 12.
I like what I'm seeing from them here. Tie game in the fourth quarter. They understand the situation. They don't need to be in any rush. Go ahead and huddle up and run your offense. That last completion put them in a nice position to take the lead in this game.
Being chased out left. And this is going to be intercepted. Brian Dawkins, the safety, with a pick. And the Colts are going to take possession of the football.
Well, we say it often, Charles, but not all interceptions are created equally, and that is a big one here in a tie ball game in the fourth quarter.
And, Brandon, when games are this close, it usually comes down to the team making the fewest mistakes, and that was one of our mantras back at Tennessee. Coach Midge used to say all the time, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. You've got to cut those down to give yourself an opportunity.
Getting down to the good stuff, all tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. A game-winning field goal would be a chip shot from here. Let's see how they play it on first and goal. They'll run. This is Allen. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. Give him 2 yards on that one. Second and goal now. Here's Allen. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is third and goal.
To throw is Rodgers. And it's caught. Touchdown, Colts. Zach Ertz from 4 yards out. And the Colts have broken this deadlock and have taken the lead here in the fourth. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Pulls it in at the 13. And he's able to get it across the 20 to the 25-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go.
Here comes another drive from this unit, and Charles, they're coming off a costly mistake on the last possession, an interception in a game that is very close right.
And that's caught inside the 35.
And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
Now Rodgers. Williams brings it in.
And he'll be taken down after big yardage, but folks, there is a flag down, and they're already walking this one back.
Rodgers to throw.
Open man downfield is Johnson.
And they move this all the way down to the 9. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they stop him with 22 ticks to go in the fourth. Back to throw, Rodgers. Caught on a slant. Nice gain of 8 that time, and it's second and goal. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Back to throw. And his ball is caught. It's a touchdown. And now in the final seconds, they're a PAT away from likely getting this thing to overtime.
And Charles, they continue to have trouble stopping him as he's into the end zone yet again.
Yeah, it's multiple series now they've ended with him in the end zone. A perfect plan on how to utilize him best when they get in close.
And it is caught. They got the 2 points, and with it, they've taken the lead.
Hey, count of payback for the Javon Curse pick six.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
Well, the football changing hands here as this offense takes the field. Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage, while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
Back to throw. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. So after all of this, it comes down to one final play.
And just think of what it's going to be, because from this distance, you got to be prepared for everything. Hook and laterals, tip balls, you name it. A lot of laterals after a catch. Just got to be prepared, stay on your feet defensively, and tackle someone.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. That's caught inside the 20.
And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. Well, it took us until the final play, Charles, to officially decide a winner. Although on that last play they were so backed up, it would have taken a miracle, and they couldn't get that miracle done.
Well, I like how you stayed with it, because we both knew that this had to go down to the last play, and neither side was going to exhale until that play concluded, because we've seen the improbable before. A couple of laterals, maybe some poor defense on the back end. They might have gone all the way to the end zone. In this case, though, it didn't happen. Perhaps next time.